Guys, you're welcome back to the channel. Today's tutorial is about how to make a bustier off-shoulder bustier pattern. So we are coming to draft a pattern, so let's get right into the video. So me, normally I don't do the parts the center front separate, then do the center back separate. No, I I fold both the back and the front. That's how I do my cutting. I don't do it separate. So you can see the back is under and the front is on top. So you deduct 5 inches from the shoulder because it's an off shoulder. It depends on how you want it to drop. As for me, I like 5 inches. Some people use 4.5, but I like 5 inches. So you deduct 5 inches from the shoulder. Then you mark your shoulder to nipple. Shoulder to nipple, some people's own is 12, 11, but this one I'm working with 11.5, so that's what I've marked. Shoulder to nipple is 11.5. Then shoulder to under bust is 15. Then shoulder to half length is 19. Or shoulder to waist is 19 inches. So I'm rolling the lines. So this is the under bust line. This is the nipple line. So this is the nipple line. I'll connect it like so. Okay. So now nipple to nipple. Nipple to nipple is 9 inches. We'll add sewing allowance, so it will be 10. So 5 inches. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So I mark 10. So 5 inches. Then the dart is 8 inches and sewing allowance, so it will be 9. So 4.5. So 4.5. Then I mark. Then I mark the down one to 4.5. Then I'll connect the lines like so. The dart is 2.5 because I want the cap to be fuller. I want it to hip the bust, so I'm using 2.5 instead of 2 inches. As for me, I like 2.5. Then the top, I'll measure 6 inches. 6 inches. Then I'll mark. If the person is smaller than this measurement, you can do it 5, but me, I'm using 6 inches. I've marked the 6, so I'll connect the 6 inches to the nipple point. So I'm marking it. So I've connected the top one to the nipple like so. So you will measure 2 inches from the top. 2 inches. 2, yes. Then you connect it. Then you make the cap. I'm not used to patterns, so that's why I'm finding it difficult. I normally do freehand, but for the sake of this family, I want to draft a pattern. So that's what I'm marking. So you connect it to the under bust. Then you connect it up. As for me, I like freehand. Then you connect it like so. Then you come inward from the top 1 inch. You come inward 1 inch. Then you connect it to the nipple. So 1 inch, you connect it to the nipple like so. I'm slanting the side small. as for me, when I'm working, I like big allowance. As for Africans, they like allowance because they will tell you, please add big allowance or enough allowance so that when I grow fat, I will be able to open the size. So normally me, I don't use the measurements to do it. I do it such a way that I'll get my allowance for the person. So you just follow the steps. When you are doing your own, you use your measurement to do. The measurement I'm working with, the bust is 44 and the waist is 38. That's why that interval is 9 inches. The person is busty, so the nipple to nipple is 9 inches, and I added half inch allowance, sewing allowance, so it will be 10. Then the dart is 8 inches. I add sewing allowance half, so it's 9 inches. So divided by 2 is 4.5. So I'm adding sewing allowance to the half length. The shoulder to waist is 19, but it will be 19.5. I'm adding half an inch. So now we are coming to cut. So I'm cutting now. You can see the down, there's 2 lines, yes. So that's the side. Then I'm cutting the armhole like so. Yeah, it's very easy. So that's the front. We are coming to cut the back, so I'll take the front from the back and leave the back center back, so that we draw the neckline and the dart. I'm marking the dart. So we'll put that one aside. Now I'll connect the dart line. I'll connect the lines to the top. We are doing the neck first. You deduct 5 inches from the length, then you do the neck. Some people like it low. The one I'm working with, the person like it low, so I'm doing it 9 inches. Some people go 10, 11, but mine is 9 inches. I've come down by 9, so you deduct the 5 inches from the 9, so it will be 4. Then you mark, you connect it to the side, yeah, like so. After that, I'll connect the darts, the lines, yeah. As for this part, I won't cut it. I will sew it big like so, the way I've marked it now, that like the way I'm folding it. All the time when you do it like this, the person back will not fold. Some people, when they are wearing their kaba or their top, then the back will be folding. If you do it the way I'm doing it, the back will not fold. It will lie down flat. So I'm connecting the lines because I've folded that. So I'll cut. So I'm cutting the neck, yeah. So that's all for the back. So I'm notching the dart so that when I'm coming to sew, I'll know where the dart is. So I finished with the back. Now the front, we'll give it a sweetheart shape or a V shape. So you go down by 1.5 inch. It depends on the cleavage the person wants. If you want it deeper or lower, you go down by 2 or 2.5. But mine, I'm using 1.5 inch. So that's it. So you notch the nipple point so that when you are sewing, everything will be in place. So I've notched Then I'll cut the side that I shaped. Yes, like so. So now our pattern is ready. We can now transfer